So I'm just testing the batteries that have come out of old laptops. Crack them open, pull them out, and you generally get 3 to 6 in each battery pack, and depending on the quality of the battery, depends on how much energy you can put into them. So here I've got my last 3. What I'm using here is a C4 battery charger, and it also tests the batteries for me to see how much power they can hold on to, in this case capacitance, and what voltage and whether that's steady or not. So at the moment it's doing a test that will charge the battery to full, then discharge it, and then charge it back up, and then gives you a result at the end of it all. I've finished testing and I've got this lot. They range from 4.12 volts down to 4.08 volts, which is okay to me. That's not too bad a gap. I'm only doing this with second-hand sales, so I'm not too worried, and if I wreck it, I wreck it. So the next stage is to take the top 21 batteries with the highest capacity, because I need 7 in series to make my 24 volts and 3 in parallel to get myself at least a 5 amp hour, maybe 5.5 amp hour battery, which would give me about, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes run for this first battery, just to see if it all works. Let's sort them out. Okay, so we want the 17s, the 18s, the 18s, the 200s, looks like a 17. That's a 2. God, I've got a lot of 2s here actually, which is really cool. More capacity. There goes another 2. 2. And 2. So we want all the 2s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and these are the 1700 ones, so we want 2 highest, 174 and 176, there we go. And there they are. That's our lot. All for nothing. Let's build a battery pack. So now I need to work out where each battery goes in order to maximise the capacitance, or the amount of energy I can get out of the battery, and they're going to be in sets of 3. And then obviously in series 7 to make my 24 volts. I use a site that came across called Repacker. Thank you to the YouTube for that one. And this is really cool site. So if I just click here, you can add a list of the battery capacities that you have at your availability. Tell it what size of pack you want. So for in our case that'll be 7 in series, 3 in parallel, 7S3P. And it'll order the batteries to make the best use of their capacities, so that all the different sets are as close to being the same as they can, so that the battery discharges it equally across itself. So for example, if I put in, we'll just do a 6 battery setup for now. So let's just say we had 6 cells like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Okay, there are 6 cells. We add them. We tell it we want 2 in series, and we want 3 in parallel. We want to keep it nominal voltage, and we want to keep it fixed because we've only got a certain amount of batteries. Generate the bank, and there it is. First one is 6250, second one is 6280, and these are the battery that we should be using. So this is the milliamps of the batteries that we've put in. That's it. It's a great little site, you should use it. I'll put a link in the description. Right, brilliant. So that little program repacker, fantastic website, has created the packs I want, and they're all within 35 milliamps, which is great. I'm going to stick the battery pack together with hot glue to keep it as compact as possible, but just to lay it out so I know what I'm doing, I'm using these little clip together battery holders, and it allows me to put them in the right place for this, so I know that when I put them together they're correct. So 2161, it's right there. 2161, 2136, 2136, 2136 at the back there. 2. Pack number 3 in pack 1, 1863, 1863. So that is the first parallel set for this battery. Anyway, I'll continue. It's 2194. Can't see that one. 2194. 21952. No. There it is. 2194. And this one goes the opposite way around. It goes that way down. Because I'm going to be doing positive to negative, positive to negative, positive to negative, blah, 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 to make my 24 volts. So these will be in series. These are in parallel. 2138. Let's use time travel. Oh, upside down. Could have been 1981, but it's no. There you go. Pack lined up. Okay, so we're finally at the stage we can start building the battery. Gonna glue, as I said, I'm gluing it with hot glue. Got a little frame here to keep the batteries in place. We're going to do one row at a time. So the first one is we take out, we put them in exactly as the repacker software said. Make sure they're all straight and lovely. There we go, here we go. And come in a bit, because that one would go there. No, actually, if we did it all the way across like that, then we can just run strips across. We can. Now I'm going to attempt to weld this stuff, but failing that I will go straight through it and just solder them if I need to. Right, it's only a small pack, but even lithium ion batteries can go AWOL, so I've got no rings on or anything before I start playing with this. I should be wearing gloves to do this sort of thing, but I'm just wrapping it up for now. Clean white piece of paper so there's no iron filings or metal filings or anything from my previous work. Right, that should keep it together now. Actually pretty solid, I'm pretty pleased with that. It's excellent. Right. Now the fun bit. There we are, all done. Now the question is, I'm going to turn that off, what voltage do we get out of it now? We should be up in the 28. There we are, so let's just turn that gently on its side. That's our negative. which means our positive is over there. Right, here we go. Yeah. So why haven't we got anything? 4. 4. Huh. Okay, that's weird. So let's go from the negative up. So that's negative. Right. That should be 8. Yeah, that should go to 12. Yeah. This should go up to 16. It does. This one goes up to... This one stops. Well, we got voltage there. Oh, duh. Okay, that's a classic. Not being able to use your tools. Right, let's try again. There you go, 28.7. I had it up to maximum of 20 volts because I always use that setting because I'm never beyond it. But there you go, 28.8. Nothing wrong with that. Excellent. Again, we live and learn. Right, the next stage of this is to solder onto this the physical power out cables and the cables for charging and the balancing cables here. Right. Okay, this time we got it up to 200 volts. We're just going to check. Should be that way around. 1, 2, 28 volts. Oh, excellent. Okay, so the next stage of this is to split it into the packs that I want and get the balancing cables on. Now, I haven't done this before either, so this is going to be fun. Right, so I've got my 2 power cables on. Those are what are going to come out. Where do we split it? Well, we want a 3-pack and a 3S and a 4S, but we just want to be able to join them together when we want it to be a full pack. So I guess if we turn it over, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess. If we do it here, we're going to bring out our cables here, then yeah, we can bring our cables out here and then click them together, and we can bring our cables out through here as well. Perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. 3 or 4. 1. Doesn't really matter, does it? Both the same length. Okay. Okay, there we go. P1, P2. There you go. Pack 1 and pack 2. So I need to be able to produce a clip. Comes out here and I clip them together and they become... Let's go find that clip. Oh dear, it's not getting warm, is it? No. Okay, I've got these. Spade and that, and when they're in, they're covered as well to stop any shorts. That looks good to me. Okay, now I need a bit of wire. So again, these are the 2. So what we need is a load of solder. And we're going to go out that way, aren't we? So, right, when we've got them not connected, you get nothing. That's correct. And then when we join them together, we should have a full pack at 28. And we do. Superb. Right, brilliant. So now we can connect our 4S cable and our 3S cable, and that means I can do a 7S battery on a 6S charger. Let's do the 3S first. So when I connect this, one goes to ground of this pack of 3 here, and the other 3 go to the positives of it, and that's how this Lipro charger can monitor each of the 3 sets of batteries and work out which ones need to be charged more than the others, and that's what this cable does, and that's called balanced charging. Well, that's a theory anyway. So here we go. So firstly I've got to work out which is which. So on here I've got a plus sign and a negative sign, which means this can only go in one way. It's on the 4, which is 3 cells here, and if I put that in that way around, then this grey one over here is my negative. There you go. Basically what we've got now is we've got the ground, and the first one looks at that one, the second one looks at that one, and the third one will look at this one, Yeah. Okay, that's all the wiring done, and I'm just putting on some Captain tape just to electrically isolate it, and then I'm just going to wrap it in black tape for now. But here you can see, oh, a bit more needed there. Right, so it's electrically or physically split using these two wires here. When I want the full 24 volts, I just plug those two in. It's a terrible job, but it is second-hand batteries and it's just Costco. It's my first battery. We'll see if it works. Because I've only got a 6S, a 6S charger. I've got 3S's and 4S's. These are the charging points for the 4S. And this is the charging point for the 3S, and then there's a balance lead for the 3S and the balance lead for the 4S, and then that's power out. And I've just put I put terminals blocks on all of these just to keep them safe. That's it. All right, let's wrap it up and make it look a little bit better because it looks a state here. So we have here the finished battery. Little admission, I forgot to put this cable on here, which is wired up the same as the balance charging cables. But it's in fact for one of these. These things are brilliant. This is a little voltage display, and it displays each of my cell packs and the total voltage, and also has a built-in low voltage alarm. So effectively what it does is it reads each cell pack, displays them, and then if one of them drops, it lets me know with an audible alarm. So let's plug it in. There we go. And you can see 29.2 is my total voltage. Number 2 pack is 4.15, 3 is 4.15, 4 is 4.13, etc. So this allows me to look after my battery pack, because I can also set the low voltage alarm, and in this case I've got it set to 3.5, but if I press this little button at the top, 3.6, 3.7, and likewise. I'm setting mine 3.5 for now, because I just want to look after the batteries that are in there at the moment. But it's fantastic. As soon as the little audible alarm goes, I know my battery pack is at 3.5 volts across each section, and that I either get home or start charging it. So that's it. We have a battery pack, we have a battery monitor. All we need now is an e-bike, which is the next stage. An e-bike to put this thing into and use. So if you like what I'm doing here, I'm having a little play. Please like and subscribe. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. (3S) 1 amp balance